What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host Joss, and before I get started with today's exciting list, make sure you follow us on our social media pages, which are now linked down below. And stick around with me until the end of this video where I'll respond to some comments, because that is always so much fun. Before I get started with today's video, I want to warn you that it does have Avenger Endgame spoilers. So if you haven't seen it yet, shame on you, but look away. Today I am continuing our talk about the MCU and the actors who have sadly left the universe. Maybe they got fired, maybe their character died, or maybe they even wanted to leave. Who knows? Well, I know, and I'm going to cover it all in today's list. You guys enjoyed the first one so much that today I'm doing a part 2 of top 10 actors who are no longer a part of the MCU. Let's jump in. Starting off our list at number 10 is Paul Bettany, the actor who took on the role as Jarvis and the Vision in the MCU. As Jarvis, he appeared in Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, and then Avengers Age of Ultron. As the Vision, he was in Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America Civil War, and Avengers Infinity War. We saw his gut-wrenching death take place in Infinity War when Thanos got a hold of him. His love, Scarlet Witch, tried so hard to protect him and defend off Thanos, but sadly it wasn't enough. This left his character in a difficult place because even though the others who got dusted were brought back in Avengers Endgame, he did not, because his death happened before the snap took place. Endgame left us with a clear vision as to who is staying and who is leaving, and unfortunately Bettany's character isn't even in the equation. At number 9 we have Tim Roth, who took on the role as Emil Blonsky, aka the Abomination in The Hulk. The actor says he first accepted the role because his sons are huge comic book fans. They were probably hoping he would reprise his role in future Marvel movies after his first appearance, but sadly he did not. In 2008, the MCU was officially launched with Jon Favreau's Iron Man. Not even 1 month later, the second installment in the franchise hit theaters. It was Louis Leterrier's The Incredible Hulk, which starred a new cast with Edward Norton as the Hulk. Sadly, Roth wasn't asked to reprise his role. There were rumors going around that he would reprise his role in Avengers Age of Ultron, but the actor admitted it wasn't true and that it's very unlikely he'll ever appear in another Marvel movie again. During an interview, he said, I quote, "I don't think Marvel will ever use me again, but it would be fun." The character's disappearance is an unanswered question still in the MCU, but maybe one day we will get an explanation. Sliding into number 8 we have Christopher Eccleston. You may remember the villain from Thor: The Dark World called Malekith, but you may not have realized that hiding under all that makeup was Eccleston. The villain got titled one of the worst in MCU history, and the actor had no problem agreeing with it and admitted how much he hated playing the part. The role seems like it would be anyone's dream, but the actor has been very open about how much he hated working on the movie. He told BBC Radio 2 that he took on the role for the money but soon regretted it. He went on to say, and I quote, "Marvel was dishonest to me because they never ever let me know that there'd be that amount of makeup." The actor explained that his makeup process was 7 to 8 hours a day, which would begin at 4 a.m. During an interview with Digital Spy, he said the only reason he took the role was for the money, and to him that wasn't even worth it. During an interview with The Guardian, he was asked about his experience working on the movie, to which he replied with, "Just a gun in your mouth." I think it's safe to say he has officially left the MCU and probably won't be coming back anytime soon. Taking over the number 7 spot is Natalie Portman, known for playing Jane Foster in the Thor movies. She first made her appearance back in the MCU back in 2011 in Thor and returned in 2013 for Thor: The Dark World. But she sat out for the next Thor movie, where Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie stepped up as the new female lead. During the time that Infinity War was coming out, people were wondering if she would somehow make a comeback, but she never did. Fans were shocked to see her make a small appearance in Avengers Endgame just last week. The Avengers were able to travel back in time and Thor got to once again see his love Jane. However, her character didn't make a comeback with plans to stay. As far as Natalie is concerned, she said she is done with Marvel, and not in a negative way, it's just facts. She told the Wall Street Journal back in 2016, and I quote, "As far as I know, I'm done. I mean, I don't know if maybe one day they'll ask for an Avengers 7 or whatever, I have no idea, but as far as I know, I'm done. It's a great thing to be a part of." Some fans are still hoping she somehow finds her way back into the storyline, not just a flashback, but for now we can consider her out of the MCU. At number 6 we have Alexis Denisof, the actor who took on the role of Thanos' servant called the Other in the Avengers movie. You may not have known who the actor actually was because of the mask, makeup, and the strange voice. Fans actually really enjoyed his character, but then he was killed off in Guardians of the Galaxy by Ronan. It was quite a brutal death too. Ronan actually actually snapped his neck. It would be hard to bring his character back because of the snapped neck, but also because Thanos was actually defeated in Avengers Endgame, so we still don't even know where he stands in the future of MCU. The actor said he would be thrilled to reprise his role, but knows that the chances are slim. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Michael Rooker, the actor who played Peter Quill's dad in the Guardians of the Galaxy. The actor first got hired for the movie because he was friends with the director James Gunn, but that didn't take away from the fact he was extremely talented and had a good performance. He did an excellent job at playing the short-tempered adoptive father. His character Yondu really stood out, and fans were sad when he died and then was buried. Although it would be exciting to have him reprise his role, Marvel admitted they already get hate from fans for constantly reversing or faking characters' deaths. When the actor was asked about reprising his role, he said, I quote, "It depends on how much I got paid. Of course I would totally love to do it again, it would be awesome." But with him being very much dead and buried, how would they make a legitimate story? I think it's safe to say that this chapter is closed. Coming in at number 4 is Liv Tyler, the actress who played the role of Betty Ross, aka the love of Banner's life, in the 2008 movie The Incredible Hulk. This movie was the first official part of the MCU, but in the grand scheme of things, it's often forgotten about since the Hulk was later replaced. Not a single one of the main characters returned to the MCU afterwards, including Liv Tyler. Fans believe it was obvious that Marvel tried to bury her character by introducing Natasha Romanoff as Banner's new love interest. Liv Tyler only appeared in 6 movies after her MCU appearance, all of them having low budgets and low profiles. In recent years, she's completely dropped off the radar, it seems, only making small appearances in TV series. Alright guys, at number 3 is Shaun Toub, who played Yinsen in the Iron Man movie. Fans have gone online to write articles about how he is the real hero of the MCU. Yinsen was the scientist that was kidnapped with Tony Stark by the 10 rings in the beginning of the movie. It's him who kept Tony alive and also made a distraction while the future Avenger destroyed the weapons the organization had. Keeping Tony alive is enough to give him the status of a hero. This led up to his dramatic death when Tony is preparing to escape and he is killed by the 10 rings. Even though Shaun is no longer in the MCU, his character and heroic story will continue to live on with Marvel fans. Here we are at number 2 with Damien Poitier, the actor who played Thanos in the Avengers and also had a small role in Captain America Civil War. He's one of the few actors who have portrayed multiple characters in the MCU. However, he was recast for the sequel and replaced by Josh Brolin, who we all know to play Thanos today. Damien made the brief mid-credits cameo in 2012's The Avengers and says he didn't know what he was doing until he was in the makeup chair on the day of filming. He said in an interview, I quote, "They kept it super quiet because they didn't want to put any spoilers out. I didn't find out until they were casting my face to do the sculpt. I thought I was going to be the Super Skrull." He did a great job at playing MCU's biggest villain, and no real reason was ever given as to why they replaced him with Brolin come the next movie. After his smaller role in Captain America Civil War, the actor moved on from the MCU and continued with his acting career and also some other stunt work. Taking our number 1 spot is Edward Norton, who took on the role of the Hulk in the original movie. A lot of Marvel fans are already aware of his battle when it came to writing the script for The Incredible Hulk. The movie itself turned out okay, but the filming process was apparently a chaotic mess. The actor originally turned down the role as the Angry Green Giant, but later on accepted it on the assumption that any changes he made to the original screenplay would be included in the final cut. However, he heavily re-edited it, and it was chaos trying to combine it with Zack Penn's original writing. Although fans may have liked the movie, it's been reported that Marvel hates it. This led them to replace Norton with Mark Ruffalo when it came time to film The Avengers. The studio even issued a statement regarding the new casting announcement and said they preferred an actor, and I quote, "who embodies the creative and collaborative spirit as our other talented cast members." Norton and his management team were offended by the statement and said they didn't agree with it in any way. He has never returned back to the MCU, nor has he ever been asked. Alright guys, there is our part 2 list. Let me know what your thoughts and comments are down in the comments below, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Now let's check out some comments from part 1. Marissa Soder says, "I'm literally crying. I'm so sad that they might never come back." Girl, you and the rest of the entire world. I'm pretty sure we are all heartbroken right now. Abel Lewis 27 says, "Robert Downey Jr. will always be Iron Man to me. Enough said. You and I both. It is going to be extremely hard to replace him." Cole Courier says, "Bosman, no, it's Boseman, like hose but with a B. You guys are just always correcting me. I know I suck at saying names, okay?" Donnie Karamath says, "I think they shouldn't make any more. No more, just end it there." Oh come on, they cannot just end it there. They have like years of movies under their belt already. There's no way. Okay, we have reached the end of this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go. I'm your host Joss, and I'll see you next time.